shad tubes, minnow tubes, soft plastic grubs. Get serious about trout and landlocked king trolling with serious soft plastics from the Fish Hunt Shoot Production store. Awesome, dude. All right. Oh, wow, look at him jump.
It's already on the surface.
Oh, it's a bass. It's a bass. Tip up and right over there.
Really?
Huh?
Is it really a bass?
I don't know. No, it's a king. It's a king. It's a king. Okay, so come over here. Tip up. Get right in the middle of the boat.
It went back under.
That's cool. Over there. Go that way. On the speed spoon. Bring him right to me. Right there. Nice fish, Jake. Good job. Yeah, he threw that. Take your time.
I'm not reeling anything right now.
That's okay.
Just keep your tip up and keep working that reel.
Keep your tip up.
I got 60 feet on him.
You're good. Just nice, a nice steady grind. You want to make sure your tip stays loaded against the fish and you're good. No matter what happens, you keep reeling.
And he's almost up.
Keep reeling. He may jump, he may run. He may be big. You don't know. Over here, tip over here, right over my head. Reel, 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 reel. Keep reeling. Keep reeling. There we go.
Nice.
Woo! Nice fish. Nice fish. Trout rods, salmon rods, striper rods, halibut rods, downrigger rods, lead core rods, spinning rods, and more. If you want a high quality, high performance rod that won't let you down out on the water, go to fishhuntshoot.com and check out our selection of high quality, high performance fishing rods. Howdy folks, Kel Kellogg here. Today I want to talk about a subject that I'm passionate about, and that is setting up other anglers for success. And let me kind of tee this up, and I'm going to actually end with a fishing tip. I'm going to cover one of my pet peeves. But if you've been watching the channel this week, or watching the beginning of this video right here, I was out at Folsom this week with my buddy Jake. He's 13 years old. He's really starting to dial in his technique as a fisherman. My business partner, Wes Ward, that's his dad. And, we thought we were going to get into some kings at the lake. And I said, you know what? We're going to let Jake fight all the fish. Wes was going to run the boat. I was going to run the downriggers, net the fish and stuff like that. And it worked out. We had an absolute wonderful time. We gave Jake a hard time at times. And it was a good time for everybody. But as you see, when the downrigger pops, I'm reeling, up the slack, because I know that's when fish are lost. Once I got tight to the fish, handed the rod to Jake, kind of directed Jake around. Jake's a good student, but what I was really trying to do is I was trying to set Jake up for success, and I was trying to have him have a maximum amount of fun, okay? I wrote an article years ago in the Fish Sniffer magazine. I've published more than 3 million words, and to this day, that article, it was titled Fishing with Girls, was the most popular article I ever wrote in the magazine. And basically, it outlined how to take your sister, daughter, wife, girlfriend out on the water, someone that's getting started in the sport, and ensure that they fall in love with fishing by setting them up for success. I've seen it all too often. Experienced guys, they'll bring out their son or their daughter or their wife or whoever, and they'll get all macho. Oh, you've got to bait your own hook, and you've got to gut the fish. And if they do something wrong, they'll browbeat the people and make fun of them. Okay, I've caught everything. I'm a better fisherman than a lot of people. I'm not bragging, but I am. I've had a lot of advantages. I fished with all the best guides. I've fished in all the best spots. And I don't want to fish with that guy. I don't want to fish with some guy that's all macho. I encounter him out on charter boats to this day. And honestly, I avoid them because I don't want to hear their macho gas. Fishing's about fun. It's about setting less talented anglers up for success. It's about sharing knowledge. That's what it's about for me. So when you go out there and you're fishing with a child or a lady or any kind of new angler, you got to remember, the trip isn't about you. It's about you sharing your knowledge with that person so they have a good time and they ultimately fall in love with the sport of fishing because guess what? It was fun. If you have a 7-year-old kid, his first fishing trip shouldn't be for sturgeon. He's not going to be able to sit there for 9.5 hours waiting for a bite. Take him kokanee fishing. Take them bluegill fishing. Take them where they're going to get some action, where they get to work the tackle, where they get to do their thing, where they get to learn something. Nobody learns anything by sitting in the Delta for 9 hours and looking at a rod tip like this. That's no fun. That's no fun for me. So just remember, when you're out with your buddies that you know, they're fishing at your same skill level, you know, it can be every man for himself. Y'all know what you're doing. Y'all baiting your own hooks, cleaning your own fish, whatever it is. But if you're introducing someone new or someone, you know, at that novice level to the sport of fishing, it's all about them. It's all about them having fun. If you take that philosophy, they're going to enjoy fishing and they're going to enjoy fishing with you. Enough said about that. One of the things you saw me telling Jake on the video, and I tell this to my wife and I tell it to kids, I tell it to everybody, I tell it to guys on charter boats. Big fish are hard to come by, okay? So you never want to lose a big fish. So this is what I tell all the anglers. I'm going to step back here so you can see me. This is what I tell all the anglers that I fish with to do regardless of what they're fishing for. When they're hooked up, I tell them I want the rod tip elevated and I want you working the reel the entire time. A couple times you hear Jake tell me, well, nothing's happening. Just keep reeling, Jake. Okay, keep reeling. Because I know if the fish comes at him, he's going to be reeling and he's going to immediately start reeling in line. The key for the angler is to work the reel and watch the rod tip. As long as that rod tip is loaded against the fish and you're working the reel, you have a very high probability of landing that fish because you lose fish by giving them slack. All this macho reel down and all that kind of stuff, yeah, it looks really cool until you're the guy on the charter boat that loses a 30-pound halibut because you're thinking you look all cool and you drop the rod tip and you don't reel fast enough and you give him some slack and he goes like that and he's gone. So don't be that guy. You know, if you want to look cool holding up a big giant trophy fish. Hold that rod at 45 degrees, work that reel, and if you're on a charter boat and the fish starts running up or down the rail, follow that fish. But as you're following the fish, when you're talking to the deckhand, whatever you're doing, you see what I'm doing right now? The reel is working. Keep the reel working. Listen to the deckhand. Listen to the guy with the net. And you guessed it, keep working the reel and you'll look real cool when you're holding up a trophy fish. Those are a couple great tips for all you guys out there that have families, friends, whatever. Maximize success. Set your fishing partners up for success. And when you get a big fish on, don't try to be all macho. Don't try to be all cool. Use the tackle, work the reel, and land those fish. I'm Kel Kellogg. I'm out of here for now. I will catch you next time right here on YouTube. And if you're looking for gear, fishhuntshoot.com. You'll see all my rods, reels, and more. Catch you later, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for all the support.